I'm taking a year off work, shutting down the computer and locking the office. Leaving Wagga, my home of many years. Travelling Asia to discover, learn, to test, reflect and to relax. This is my journey. This is 52 weeks. Hey, good morning. Just having a nice coconut green tea after breakfast. I've been in Chiang Mai for a little over a week now. Last night, spent my first night in the new apartment. It was really nice. A bit of noise from the street woke me up a couple of times, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. Given that where I live in Australia, I have trains barrelling by at the unearly hours of the morning. Yeah, so anyway, it was quite a pleasant night's sleep. I've been getting myself organised, getting phone and internet access, making sure I've got some green tea, and finding an apartment and getting set up. So, but let's go right back to the beginning of the week. Okay, so after 2 and a bit days in Singapore and a very early morning flight, here I am in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I arrived late this morning and headed to the hotel, settled in for a while, got unpacked and all that sort of stuff. I actually felt really comfortable when I got off the plane. It was like returning to an old friend. Now the plan for the rest of this week is to get settled, to find myself a more permanent base to travel from, and to get internet sorted and all of those other things that you need to make life comfortable. But for the rest of the day I've decided to do some familiar things, and first up, lunch. So I jumped in a tuk-tuk and headed for my favourite place, one of my favourite places in Chiang Mai, the Monsoon Tea House, where I settled in for a lovely iced mint green tea and some deep fried chicken, which was seasoned with some tea and stuff like that. Very, very nice. And actually had a surprise from the kitchen, a nice dessert which they came around. Things like that happen at the Monsoon Tea House. Sometimes you just don't know why, they just happen. After lunch I went for a wander down Charan Rat Road to the footbridge and crossed over to the Warrawat Market. One of the things I've decided is to not accumulate things while I'm here travelling in Asia. But I did stop off and do some shopping at Warrawat Market. First of all, I found myself a nice teapot. So one of the morning rituals for me here in Chiang Mai is to start my day with a nice green coconut tea from Monsoon Tea. So while I was at Monsoon Tea, I grabbed some coconut tea for my morning rituals, where I reflect and think about the life and what I might do for the day, and if it's too hot to do it, all of those sorts of things. So I've got my tea and I've got my teapot. After shopping at Warrawat Market, I headed up to the Taipei Gate into the old city for a massage. And after trudging around Singapore for 2 and a bit days, I decided on a nice foot massage, and let me tell you, it was very welcome. Then back home for a shower before I headed out to dinner at one of the street food places, to one of my favourite street food vendors, where I get my favourite dish, which is pork stir-fried with garlic and black pepper. Very nice. Got that with a nice cold Chang beer, of course, and some rice. It was lovely. And there ended my first day in Chiang Mai. The mission for today is to get some laundry done and to get a local SIM card for my phone. Simple. 9:23, laundry bag dropped off, check. 10:55, local SIM card, check. 11:03, morning tea, check. And I wasn't particularly hungry at lunchtime, so I grabbed some pastries and fruit on the way home. And I was back at home in time for a nap at 2:11. I thought I may as well start as I intended to continue. And 4:57, pick up the laundry. Could have got it earlier, but I was resting from a nap. Today I'm venturing out to find a more permanent and cost-effective base. It's a new experience for me. I've never actually looked for an apartment in Thailand before, so we'll see how it goes. So, that's how I got here, into my new apartment, settling in now, just about ready to head out for the day. Apartment's got a nice view. It's down by the river, but I don't have a river view, I have a city view, and it's a really nice apartment, so I'll see you soon.